of revolutions, many little fights, wanting more from democracy, fighting for civil rights. Hulls, 3 trawlers sank, and 58 lives were lost. And add that to 10,000 deep sea fishing cost. They call them the headscarf heroes, down in street defending their men. Oh, they met with Harold Wilson at number 10, united the fishing community all over the land. Brought the fight to the public, made an historic stand to fight for basic safety, to fight for better ways, for the men who fished each year for over 300 days. She was vilified and attacked. She got letters threatening death. Big Lil and her companions fought with their every breath. They won many concessions at their personal cost. The efforts of these ladies saved many lives from being lost. The fishing fleet is finished, and old Hazel Road is now gone. In time and at a price, yeah, the city has moved on. Such an historic figure, I find such an awful shame. Very few know or remember Big Lil Bill Locker's name. Very few know or remember Big Lil Bill Locker's name. 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 I'm a decky on a sidewinder. It's a rough and brutal life, which is sometimes reflected in the way I treat my family and my wife. And the fast blacks queue for me, eager to take my trade. And the pubs, oh, they welcome me for their share of what I've made. And they say we're heroes 'cause of the deep sea fishing fleet, in our powder blue suits with brothel creepers on our feet. 3-day millionaires, they call us, but do they ever stop to think why I fill my life ashore with company and the dream? works 3 days to try and live. Then it's back on board where they take all, oh, they take all I've gotta give. 17 fish, your life's gone. For every miner's life lost, all for cheap fish and taties. Do they add that to the cost? I'm a decky on a sidewinder, which can be a seaborne life of hell. But when the catch is good, me boys, me and my family live so well. But when the catch is good, me boys, me and my family live so well. I pray the catch is good, me boys. All my life my hair's been run, sometimes too short, sometimes too long, sometimes too thick, sometimes too flat. At weddings I always look back in the hat. Well, the colour has changed over all the years. Started off brown, or so it appears. Bleached it blonde for a time and relented because of the problems the rules presented. In the 60s my hair was backcombed and teased, till bouffant hairdos and fringe got ceased. Since then styles have got stringy and flatter. Nowadays volume doesn't seem to matter. Oh, I used to have a perm, but it made my hair frizzy. The smell of ammonia made me feel dizzy. So it's shampoo and rollers, conditioner and mousse, twice weekly at the least, or myself will come loose. Hairdressers told, please don't cut it short. Just a bit all over is what I thought. Leave the back longer, though not really long. Shaded and listened, and it turned out all wrong. I've given up tinting and colour is relinquished. White streaks make me look distinguished. And what if grey hair is not in fashion? Days have gone when my hair was my passion. All my life my hair's been long, sometimes too short and sometimes too long, sometimes too thick and sometimes too flat. At weddings I always look proud in a hat. I saw a scar down his calf, long and smooth and white, standing against his tan in the bright summer light. Whiskey surgery, he told me, seeing my curious glance, and I got him talking while I had the chance. We both settled down with a beer, and he told me how it had been, casually describing to me a horrible and dangerous scene. Fishing in a storm off Iceland, trawling for the cod, risking their lives under a fickle cigar. Then the steel warp parted, catching him all alone, whipping back to gash his leg, or right down to the bone. The whiskey forced down him until he really didn't care. The skipper produced a needle to sew him up then and there. And the crew went on fishing with no time to waste. Every second's necessary in the prophet's chase. He said it really didn't hurt, no, with whiskey in his gob. And he reckoned that the skipper had done a quite neat job. Very soon after that, he decided to come ashore. He said that the lure of the sea didn't pull him no more, and with a wife and child, he didn't want to push his luck. And as an ex-deck he easily obtained his doctor's book. Jonesy was a quiet person, very pleasant and shy, but I got to know him as the years rolled on by. Well, he never mentioned his leg, which I only saw by chance. That long, smooth, white scar, having just caught my glance, having just caught my glance, having just caught my glance. Quiet Sunday, and the hours seem so long, and the world world is waiting out there. It's quiet and it's boring. Oh, but you're still here snoring. We could leave. Come on, let's go somewhere. Let's empty the bank and we could drive to Heathrow. Perhaps we could wake up in Greece, or fly even further, maybe even Australia, paddling on Bondi Beach. Let's take to the skies and go to Hawaii or Jamaica, where the food is delicious. We could stay for a while on a tropical island and return by way of Mauritius. Got our passports, so let's take off. We can skinny dip in the Pacific. Pick purple magnolia in outer Mongolia. Hell, that would be terrific. So let's, you and I, drive towards western skies before that lovely sun goes down. Cares will unravel when indulging in travel, as we leave our old hometown. Held her so tight, whispered sweet things, spoke of marriage and wedding rings, promises made in a darker than night, regretted by dawn's early light. Loving lies, oh loving lies, loving lies. Oh, love lies. Love blossoms and blooms, it's fed by desire. To gain an advantage, men become liars. The heat of the moment, when passions arise, emotions masked by lovers' lies, loving lies. Loving lies, loving lies, oh, loving lies. appetite is slaked, then interest can wane. Innocence can't be called back again. She gave him her all for an empty promise, and a mouthful of lies which were dishonest. Loving lies, loving lies, loving lies, oh, loving lies. And come the morning, she's left all alone, to weep and to wonder all on her own. A man can be false when he leaves without qualms. She longs to be back in his arms. Loving lies, ooh, loving lies, loving lies, oh, loving lies. Then fear and dread come slowly dawning. She becomes pale and sick in the morning. She realizes she's been beguiled. He's left her a gift and she's with child. Loving lies, loving lies, oh, loving lies, loving lies. Well, he moved on though she loves him still. He's found another, as men sometimes will. Holds his new love close and he whispers sweet things, and speaks of marriage and wedding rings. Loving lies, oh, loving lies, loving lies, oh, loving lies. He means it for the moment as he has his way. Forgets there's a price to pay, 'cause promises are made in the dark of the night, forgotten by dawn's early light. Loving lies, ooh, loving lies, loving lies, oh, loving lies, loving lies, oh, loving lies, loving lies, oh, loving lies. Well, St. Andrew's fish stock is long closed down. No longer a fleet to sail from this town. Old lock gates where the trawlers would queue to land for markets no longer used. A metal road runs over the lock. No water runs between river and dock. Buildings tumbled or raced to the ground. It's quiet and eerie with only the sounds of the water and wind and shrieks of the gulls. This Sunday morning on these old docks of old, forlorn and deserted, so cold and bleak, I'll cuddle the fire for the rest of the week. Well, I need to watch it as it finally goes. I need to remember so my kids will know. They filled one dock in with mud and sand. Get a subsidy for reclaiming land. This is the future and it's brash and it's bold. This is the era of grab all you can hold. It's taken my city, torn out its soul. For there's no pride cleaning the door. They say this is progress and progress is all. So bugger the memories of those on the go, and bugger the hardships and bugger the pain, and bugger the families they'll never see again. Pride and the swagger of that trawler-away journey, or the newly-wise eyes of that young techie learner. No more last beers and fast sea rides to board from the lock as she sails with the tide. Heaven bless the poor, heaven bless the sick, heaven bless the slow, heaven bless the thick, heaven bless those with their backs to the wall. Whilst for the few winners, it's boogie you all. Whilst for the few winners, it's boogie you all. Landing with the tide, the fast black waiting at the dockside. Had a good trip, don't know what I'll get, but I'm sure I've not got myself in debt. Powder blue suits and bell-bottom trues, a slim Jim tie, brothel creeper shoes, a few pints of Raiders, a few more uptown, a belly to the bar, no time to sit down. 3-day millionaires, pockets all a jingle. I just got 3 days to socialize and mingle. I'm chatting up the birds, no time to flirt. Can't beat a pint with your ransom skirt. A few more hours, then back at sea. A fisherman's life, that's the life for me. Thinking of the bundle I hope that I've made, thinking of the booze and hoping I'll get laid. Through the lock gates, landing with the tide, the fast black waiting at the dockside. Through the lock gates, landing with the tide, the fast black waiting at the dock side. She rents a room at the Gibson Hotel, and the staff all know her very well. They see her each day and know what she is, aware what her kind of business is. Oh, 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 oh. She goes out each evening at 7 or so, and comes back later with a man in tow. That man looks sheepish, head down in shame, but she doesn't care, 'cause he's part of the game. Oh, oh. The game is survival, it's whether you eat, 'cause benefits don't put shoes on your feet. And if working the streets ain't clever or nice, well, everything these days comes at a price. Oh, 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 oh. Guy in the background every now and then takes most of her money when she picks up men, and he'll beat her up if she dares to complain, to ensure she never does it again. Oh, 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 oh. Well, now she's older and the guys like her less, 'cause they like 'em young and they like 'em fresh, and they can tell she's been around the block. Her eyes show it all, every tick of the clock. Oh, 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 oh. She'd leave as she could, but there's nowhere to go, and a pimp would find her and he'd beat her soul. She's stuck on the streets, there's no other way, but at just 17, that's where she'll stay. Oh, 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 oh. She rents a room at the Gibson Hotel, and the staff all know her very well. She sells her body every night without fail. It's the oldest profession where love is for sale. Oh, 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 oh. I heard today that he died, passed from this world, gone on his way. A familiar name, a remembered face. 83, so the newspapers say. Well, it's years since I last thought of him. He played for us when young and strong, had a smiling face on an old photograph. All that remains of those days long gone. Well, we loved him then and chanted his name, cheering pass or tackle or catch. And we talked of his speed in pubs and bars, his name on our lips each week at the match. We knew him so well for all those years, hung up his boots and left without a trace. And he lived his life and became an old man, while younger players took his place. Then I read today that he'd died, shocked to recall him again. I'd not thought of him for many a year, remembered once more that familiar name. And I shed a tear for days that are gone, shouted his name at our favorite place. And I bid farewell to that boulevard lad, young and strong, with a smiling face.